Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we're here with Amanda Kanini-Dyer, and we're going to just chat a little bit about her experience of going through your website school, the online program that we run here at the studio for businesses that want to have a website that they can update and they can manage themselves after I've designed it. So thank you, Amanda, for taking the time to do this. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got here, so we can understand what your business is about as well, and your personal input in all of this.
Yeah. Okay. So my business is called The Alchemy of Light Body, and so I do quite a few healing spiritual techniques. Although light body in itself is not a healing technique; it's more of an activation. But I do soul contract readings and divine healing, and I run some other spiritual classes. So I've been doing that for years. I've been working, doing lots of things, and I've never ever had a website. Always thought about it, but never really got round to doing it. And I'd looked at all the online ones that you can do and build yourself, and seen other people do it, liked it, but there's something kind of missing for me. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because of how it's put together. And because you can constantly see the standard formats that everybody's using when they build it like that. And it wasn't for me. So, and also there was a part of me that was afraid of being out there. Mm-hmm. I think that was the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. So, but I knew that I have to now be out there, and I knew one of the biggest things was to get my website and to be a presence in the world. And that was the way to do it, because otherwise nobody really knew where I am, who I am, what I'm doing. I'm invisible, Yes. So yeah, that was why I wanted to do it. And it was, you were suggested to us through Jenny. And everything was quite a rush, because the course was starting pretty soon. We were on another course, and the course was starting pretty soon. So it was a big decision to make. And put yourself out there. Yeah. So, so that was how it started. Yes. For me. Yeah.
So what were you struggling before doing your website school? What were you struggling with? Being seen was one of the things you've just said.
Being seen, and I think I don't know, you know what, it wasn't really until I was on the course that a lot of the things came to light. So for me, it was just a case of, couldn't do it, wouldn't do it, wasn't gonna do it, have to do it. Do you know what I mean? But once I was on the course, then things started coming up. That I really had to figure out who I was and what I was doing. And even though I am fully qualified, I know what I'm doing, and I'd like to think that I'm good at what I'm offering, and and I want to be of service, I didn't know how to put that down on paper. I didn't know how to tell people that. Yes. And so where I was, what I was struggling with was, being fluent, and doing the course made me fluent so you asked me what I do, and I can tell you what I do, because the course allowed us to hone those skills, put it down, edit it, go over it and figure it out. And every day that I had to do the work, I had to think. I had to really think, is this who I am? Is this what I'm trying to say? What is it I want people to connect with?
Wonderful.
To resonate, to bring them to a place whereby they know, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I need, or this is where I need to be, or this is what I would like to experience.
Yeah.
So I was struggling with, that's what I was struggling with. So if you would ask me, if I'd met you and you asked me, I would say, oh, right, yeah, I do, right, okay, yeah, that's what I do. And hopefully somewhere in there you would have got soul, contract, healing, light body, you know? Yeah. Now I am a visionary healer.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that means that I can look into people and I can see what's needed, and it's not one size fits all. And so I have many tools, and this is what I use, and this is who I am. And for instance, I showed somebody my website, one of my work colleagues, and she went through it, she loved it, but she asked me about the soul contract readings. And it just started rolling off my tongue, because she said to me, can you really do this? What does this mean? And it just started rolling off my tongue, exactly what soul contracts is, how it works, what it shows you. And also, you know, I was able to do like a little mini reading. And that to me said, oh my God, I could do this. This works, you know? And then when I thought back on it, I thought she got that from my website. Yeah. Those are the questions that you want people to come with. When they read it, they think, wow, I'd like to experience this. And that's what it did.
Brilliant. Beautiful. So would you say that the website helped you clarify your core message, clarify how you want to do business and what you want to do in your business, and also in a way almost make you take the seat of a business owner, you know, sit down and say, here I am, I'm planting myself in this position?
That's exactly what it did. I think before, all my edges, how I see it, because I see what it is. So how I'm seeing it is all my edges were very blurred. I was present, you can see me, but all my edges were very blurred. What doing your website school has done for me is that it's brought me into focus. I'm sharp, I'm on point and powerful, and it's carrying that energy. And so even the images on the website, everything that was put together, you know, what you created, because when you first brought it back to us, when we could first see it, it was like, wow, yeah. It was like, and I think you got me, you and Emma, you got me straight away, I guess, from the to the point where I didn't even know, because that was it. Yes, that was it. I had to learn myself through other people's eyes. That was one of the big things. I had to learn through other people's eyes what they were seeing and who I was. And like, there was some stuff, even in doing the website, I wasn't owning. There was a sense of my own power and my own worth that I wasn't owning until I went into the website school. When I listened to you guys repeating things back to me, saying things back to me about myself and what could be on the website, what I was like, oh, gosh, I don't know about that. That's not me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, okay. And I stepped into it, and it was empowering. So for me, doing the website school was very empowering.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And came at the right time. At the right time.
As these things do. They always do.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what I was coming in to do. To be honest with you, I had no clue. No clue. And it was very intense. I will say that. It was very intense. Because you have to peel down the layers. That's how it went for me, and build it all back up again.
So what would you say to someone that is considering joining your website school?
Do it. Just do it. Just sign up and do it. You'll find yourself. And that's how I see it. You'll find yourself when I look at all of us, the four of us that was doing it, the class, and how we, and then seeing in the beginning how we all were and what came out of it at the end, just beautiful, just really beautiful. And so there's a support in the group, and you know, everybody's at different stages, because some of us had already obviously done websites before and they were upgrading websites and they were out there and stuff like that. But it allows you to be wherever you are. And like you kept saying, wherever you are is fine. And I think it was, you kept saying imperfect action is perfect. And that was all you was looking for. And so for anybody that is out there thinking about whether or not they should or shouldn't, just do it. Do the course. You won't regret it, and you will have something very beautiful, very powerful at the end of that. And I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't. The only thing I can say is just do it.
Thank you, Amanda. That's really beautiful to hear you at the end of the process. And also how all the conclusions of all the things that we were perhaps, wrestling with or not sure about, or things that they were unclear, they suddenly are like laser sharp words that they are so unique and so perfect for you. I'm absolutely delighted to hear.
I'll tell you something else as well that I didn't say when we did the last course, was that, Sharon and I do very similar things.
Yes.
But you managed to create two completely different websites that captured us individually. So even though we do the same things,
yes,
it's two completely different energies, and you and Emma captured that. Captured that. Yeah, I forgot to say that, and I wanted to say that, you know what I mean, because that to me was huge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we were aware of that, and we are aware that we live in a competition, and we live in a culture of fear. But we are very aware of that fine line of dropping into collaboration, dropping into the unique medicine that you bring into this world. And, to manifest a website that is, in line, aligned to exactly what you bring and exactly what you don't bring as well. That really is what happens when we work.
Yeah. Well, you got that.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Yes. And also, it was a really nice collaboration between the two of you as well, when you were processing things, because you do similar things. You were still able to collaborate at a level that I think supported both of you to really manifest what needed to come through for each of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a beautiful, beautiful conversation.
It has been a really great experience. I thought we had longer, in the sense, like I did say, but the time is very short. It is quite intense. And you do need to, I think you do need to give yourself that time. I don't know how you'll find it because you're in the working world, but you do need to give yourself that time. Don't judge yourself too deeply, anybody who's thinking about doing it, because those are the things that can stop you. Oh, I can't. Oh, I won't. Oh, everybody is at different. Oh, this is not going to be. Put those fears aside. You'll have fun as well. And it's a great creative process. And I feel like, I look at the things, I know there's still a few things I have to do, but I'm empowered because of how you've done the website school, that I know that, oh yeah, okay, well, I could do that on Thursday night. I know I've got to go in and tidy up a few things. I haven't got around to doing that yet, but I can do that. I can do it. You know?
Yes.
I can do it. Like I said, I'm a girl now.
So the website really becomes your extension of your in-person experience. Your website is like the experience that you create online, and you just go and look after it and nurture it, the same that you would do, you know, when you're talking and having conversations with potential customers in person. You do exactly the same thing. And yes, we teach you how to do everything online.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and that has worked out quite well. It's been at times, you know, you do panic. Like I said, you do panic, you know, and everybody learns differently. The four of us, very, very different learners. I was more the kind of learner whereby you know, we have the Zoom class and then I would set it down and leave it. And then I would do it. I guess we're all four very different. Some of us were, I guess, on it from the get-go. But I think it caters for all kinds. I didn't look forward to maybe getting a little message like, how you doing? I'm thinking, I haven't done it. I haven't been on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. But yeah. It's just all your stuff comes up. You know, all your stuff comes up from like you know, as I said. You know, my best friend did say to me, oh, so you're doing the same. Oh, you haven't changed then. Yeah, you're still doing your homework at the last minute then. Who, me? You know, yeah. But I like the process. And once the website is, once you've done it and then you present it to us to now go on and do what we need to do, to then start to work on it. I realized then what all the work was about.
Yes.
I realized, I understood. And it was good to have, because like you said, you know, you bring it up on the screen, it's on the side. So, you know, you can pull it from there, or you can look at that and you can switch that. So I understand. And that was very, very necessary.
So all the hard work at the beginning was necessary. Is that
very, very necessary? Very, very necessary. I see the purpose of it. Now, I really didn't in the beginning. I didn't really understand what the questions were asking me. So I kept going over them and over them and over them and wanted to go over them, and because I wanted it to be perfect, being a perfectionist. Yeah, I get it. And I also realized that, you know, everything's always changing. Everything's fluid. And I think that was what I wanted about my website. I wanted it to be fluid, and it's always changing. And I think that was something that I also had to accept about myself as well. Mm-hmm. So it's always a work in progress.
Yes. And websites they are live things. They are alive. Yeah. And you can go and change them, and they need a little bit of nurturing every so often, and they need to be fresh. It's something that grows with you and evolves with you. So as you change, you know, you might want to remove some services and add some others. You know, the website is something, like you're saying, it's something fluid that moves along with you.
Yeah. One of the things I think as well was also having the professional pictures. That was really important.
Yes.
Part of you in the back of your mind thinks, oh, do you know what? Don't really need that. Everybody does their own pictures and a selfie, and I can always get someone to take it, and it's just fine. But it is all the difference.
Yes.
All the difference.
And again, it might just take a little bit of a mind shift to almost accept that that's going to really make a huge difference. But once you got that, you really committed to having the photos professionally done, and that was great. Yes. Because what happens is people do make assumptions and do make decisions about you when they see a photo online. It's absolutely, you know, almost subconscious and totally intuitive, but it is what's going to happen. People will make decisions about who you are and, you know, what you provide according to your photo.
Yeah, very, very true. Very, very true. Plus, you also pick your pictures according to what you want it to convey.
Exactly that. Yes.
So
Yes.
goes hand in hand.
Yes.
Goes hand in hand. So, but yeah, it's been a it's been a really incredible experience. Yeah.
Great. Great. Well, I'm very honored to have had you at your website school. It's been amazing to work with you and to have this shared experience, really.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing how it all grows.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for taking the time doing this
Lovely.
meeting. Okay, then.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.